Goodbye, system. I can't say that this is a fond farewell, but it's definitely a farewell. Let's do it. Welcome back, everybody, to Empyrion Galactic Survival on Reforged Eden. I am anoldguygaming, and I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to get the hell out of here. So let's do it. Let's do it. As I mentioned, after I left you guys in the last episode, I salvaged all of the componentry, machinery, whatever, off of here. Not the blocks, of course, but everything else, and got all the juicy goodness from that stuff and put it into our capital vessel here. And so I believe we are ready to go. So this is all the stuff we came away with. I got 57 flux coils, which is a beautiful thing. 364 motors, 377 advanced electronics, 771 electronics, 166 computers, just lots of good stuff. So we got a lot of stuff here. We wanted to make this, but we needed Zascosium Alloy, the laser drill, so that's still kind of out of our reach right at the moment. But yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. Okay, well, it's time to leave and get the hell out of Dodge. So I want to look at something here really quick. We have 136 fuel cells. So that's not a ton of fuel. I have 50 extra promethium as well. And I will actually want this in my own inventory. And this can go in the overflow. So yeah, I think we're ready to rock and roll. Let's get the hell out of here, you guys. It's been a long time coming. This is episode 23, I think. Something like that. And yeah, it's taken us that many episodes to get out of here. So we got a full thing of fuel here. Let's top this off again. Capital vessel. Overflow. We're very, very low on oxygen, so that's another reason why we really should get the hell out of here. You know, making O2 here on the moon with the condensers, it didn't work very well because, you know, it was like less than 1% efficiency. It actually worked better to make O2 on the dark planet than it did down here. So we do have to kind of watch our engine. It does get very close to maxing out, but I don't think that's going to be a problem because here again, we're not going to stay in the stove here for very long, hopefully. So I want to just kind of remind everybody and those of you who did not have not seen the first episode in my introduction to this series. So I just want to do a quick recap on what's happening here. So I said, you know, right from the get-go, right from the beginning, that we were gonna kind of role play this just a little bit light role play. And so what happened in our last vanilla season is we had gone into legacy space and we had attacked a legacy decimator, which is a really, really dangerous ship. And it has, you know, it was the first time I personally had experienced, you know, a legacy warship. And needless to say, we had to tuck tail and run or we would have been absolutely decimated. It was aptly named. And so what I decided to do, and that was the last episode that I did in that season. So what I decided to do is, you know, kind of turn that into a little bit of a story. And so the story goes something like this. Basically what happened was that the legacy pursued us across the galaxy and we were running from them. And then we eventually entered this rogue system. And when we got into the rogue system, we basically lost the legacy. They gave up the chase, couldn't find us or whatever. I'm not too worried about those little gory details. So, you know, just work with me here. Okay. So anyway, we got into the rogue system here and then, the Blacklight, which is, for those of you who are new to my channel, that's my baby. That's my big capital ship, my good capital ship. We got into an altercation with a Xerax ship, the Xerax prison vessel, in fact, here in this system. And what pursued was, in that combat, I was actually captured. So, you know, either I boarded their ship or they boarded our ship, you know, however that mattered. Again, we're not going to get into those details. We'll just go along with it. And so, excuse me, so the Xerax captured me, and that's how I ended up on the prison ship. However, the Blacklight, now under the command of Commander Courtney, which is one of the NPCs on my ship that we were doing a little bit of role-playing with in the last season, managed to cripple the prison ship with the Blacklight, causing it to crash land on the Dark Planet. And then that opened up, this season and the start of us, trying to get off the prison ship. And so in the meanwhile, while we've been, struggling to survive on the Dark Planet and finding a way off the Dark Planet, Commander Courtney and the Blacklight has been searching for us, but they haven't been able to find us because in this system, or at least on the Dark Planet itself, sensors don't work. And so, she and the Blacklight's been out there all this time, trying to locate me, trying to find me, and they haven't been able to do that. And so it's essentially been up to me, to save myself, so to speak, and figure out how the hell we're going to get out of here. And, that leads us now to this point. So what's going to happen is we're going to jump out of this system, and we're going to assume, that Commander Courtney is still looking for us and, checking in nearby systems. And so what we're going to do is we're going to jump to a new star system now, and we're going to rendezvous with the Blacklight. So the Blacklight is going to actually find us. We can just say, that maybe I did a little bit of searching, maybe they did a little bit of searching, but we eventually were able to reconnect by just going to these other systems and running the scanners, which work in the other systems, to find each other. Again, not getting into those details. It's just what happens. So here's what's going to happen in real life, okay? So what I'm going to do is we're going to jump. Let's go to this Alpha G system, because why the hell not, right? I'm going to jump to the Alpha G system. And why did that shift me all the way down here? That was weird. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to admin spawn the Blacklight in, and I'm probably going to have to work on it a little bit to get it to work correctly for the Reforged mechanics, which are different than the vanilla. And then, once I get it to where it's functional the way it needs to be, then we will, role play, right? Rendezvous with the Blacklight. And then from there, then we continue the series where we go and explore the stars. Now, if you guys aren't aware of this, Reforged, or more specifically Project Eden, greatly enhances Empyrion, but vanilla Empyrion, by adding, more planet types and a lot more variety. One of the huge disappointments to me with vanilla Empyrion was that once we got to the point where we could go out into the stars and start, jumping to different star systems in our capital vessel, it ended up being that the planets were more or less the same thing. So you have your different planet types. You got your desert planets, you got your swamp planets, you have your temperate planets, your lava planets, but I would go from one to the next, and there wasn't enough of a difference between them to make it interesting, right? So yeah, after you get to 5 or 6 different star systems and you check out the temperate planets on all the star systems, they're all pretty much the same damn thing. I mean, they're a little bit different, of course, but not different enough to be interesting. You kind of say, well, that sucks. And so that's when I decided then to end the vanilla series and start up on Project Eden, because I know that Project Eden is going to give us a lot more interesting planets to go to, a lot more variety. So I'm really excited, about that. And our ultimate goal, of course, is going to be to find like the perfect planet, one that, we really, really like, and then, that we'll settle on that planet and we'll build a base. And it is also my intention to go through the Project Eden storyline too, because, there's some nice little questing and storylines that you can go through in the game. Okay, so anyway, I just wanted to set that stage for everybody. We did talk about this, at the very beginning of the series. So I just want to, remind everybody that that is the plan, and we'll go from there, okay? All right, so we have marked the Alpha G star system. It looks like it's a yellow star, and let's go ahead and jump away. Yeah, see, we're actually 1 point over the generator's limit, but here again, we're not going to be in this ship for much longer, so it's not going to matter. Goodbye, system. I can't say that this is a fond farewell, but it's definitely a farewell. Let's do it. A tutorial message will appear momentarily. You have completed your first warp to another star system. Congratulations on leaving your starting solar system. When you warp to other stars, you end up in one of the 6 hidden warp arrival sectors near the star. These sectors cannot be selected or warped to directly, and building there is disabled. You can only return to these sectors by warping in from another star system from the correct direction. Always make sure you have enough pentaxid and other supplies. It is strongly recommended that you do not leave any ships behind in this sector, as it can be difficult to return. Okay, new Empyrion section unlocked in the PDA, Project Eden, the Galaxy. Interesting. All right, so we did it. We got out of the dark system, you guys. Out of the rogue system, finally. So again, it took us, 22 episodes to get out of there. So not bad, considering the struggle that that all entailed. Okay, so let's actually take a moment and look at our PDA here. So it said that in the Empyriopedia, we have unlocked Project Eden. Where to find the default story missions, getting started, frequently asked questions. The Galaxy, that's what it said it was unlocked. All right, so navigation. I think that this part of it's probably going to be pretty much the same as vanilla. Okay, so I just kind of read through everything, and yeah, most of this stuff is pretty much, similar to vanilla. I'm not going to, of course, read through things, but there's a couple things I do want to point out about Project Eden, and that is that you have to go essentially define, define the advanced ores, or I guess the exotic, advanced ores, Erestrum and Zascosium. These are found on colder planets, so that means that you have to be on the, the outer edge of a particular solar system, and Zascosium is just the opposite. So Zascosium is going to be found on hotter planets, which are going to be closer to the star. And then it may also, to some extent, be affected by, the types of star systems. So cold star systems would include red dwarfs and white dwarfs and so forth. Hot star systems are blue giants, red giants, and so on and so forth. So, we'll have to just kind of, keep an eye out for those types of things. But, in older Project Eden, before the Galaxy was implemented, you had to go to the outer edge of the solar system to find Erestrum, and you had to go close to the star to find Zascosium. In addition, the closer you got to the star, the hotter it got, even in space itself, which of course makes a lot of sense. So, you couldn't just go to an inner planet, right, close to the sun, and then just hop out and walk around without proper protection, because it was a lot hotter, and including in space too, which of course makes sense. So we'll be on the lookout for that stuff. If nothing else, we can always go back to the moons of the rogue system. Once we have the black light and everything, then going there's not going to be a big deal. In fact, we might even go back to the dark planet and the black light and blow the shit out of the Xerax just to get even with them. But anyway, we do know, that we have the Sathium and the Neodymium and the Cobalt and all that stuff on those moons. I don't know. I don't think we would find those on just any moon. I think they may have just been on those moons to help aid, in getting away from the rogue system. So, those are options for us to go back and mine if we need to do so. The other thing I wanted to point out is I just made a couple notes here. If we go to identifying dangers here, the planets are, have the easy, medium, hard, ultra, etc., etc. And of course, the dark rogue system that we just escaped from was an ultra system, but there's also ultra plus and plus plus and plus plus plus, which they says these are boss encounters designed for a group of players and may be extremely difficult, if not impossible. So we just need to be careful, if we're thinking about going into one of these ultra plus plus types of systems, to be aware of that setup. And there's a lot of other information here too about, the history behind the UCH. This journey book has a really cool story, which is a bit of a recap, or even maybe even more of a prologue to what you learn in the main storyline, which is all these missions up here. I'm not planning at this point to go through these, but we might. I don't know. We'll see, because, you know, doing some of these will unlock some of the faction missions, and but I'm not at this point in time planning on doing them, at least not right now. What we are going to do is we're going to follow the Project Eden main storyline, which starts with this, you know, make contact with Terran forces, which is in fact our active mission. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and close out of this, and we are now in a new star system. Let's do a squirt. Well, we're not going to see anything near the sun, but let's take a look at this system. There's a lot of stuff here. I think too, like Haven and Gaia and some of those places are where we would actually go to start the default missions. But I do see the blue triangle here, which is where we need to go to do the mission for Project Eden. But before we do that, I want to go ahead and get set up with the Blacklight. Rendezvous with the Blacklight, get set up with it. So let's take a look at the info panel here and just kind of see what we have in terms of planet types and that sort of thing. So this is a G-type star. And if we go here, okay, so this planet here is a space. Here, this is what I need. Okay, that's a dead planet. Yeah, no, we don't want to go there. This is a snow planet. Okay, that would have potentially have neodymium on it. This is a desert planet. This Akua is, well, that's like the original Akua starter planet, which is cool. Let's bring this back down this way. This here is just a gas giant, and then I'm assuming all of these are temperate starter planets as well. So Gaia, Haven, and whatever the hell that one's called, Taladar. Taladar is a temperate planet. I actually did a series, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago on Taladar. That was kind of cool. I wonder if it looks the same as it used to before. It'd be kind of cool to check that out. So yeah, so based upon the colors, snow, desert, this would probably be barren, right? Yeah, and so on and so forth. Okay. So why don't we go ahead and just go to, that's a temperate starter, that's a temperate starter. I wonder why these are blue and this one's green. I wonder if that even matters at all, because it looks like they're both the same situation. We also have this trade station too. Oh, is that? Yeah, that's 0.4 astronomical units away. Maybe what we'll do is we'll go to the trade station. Why don't we do that? And we'll say that, you know, because it is the trade station of the system, that, you know, that would be a logical place for the Blacklight to be looking for us, you know, to get word of where we might be and so forth. So we just basically we warp to the trade station, and lo and behold, the Blacklight is actually there waiting for us. So that's what we'll do. Now here's the thing. I've got to I can't work, I don't know how, I guess I should say, to work on the Blacklight in creative mode and have the you know, the Reforged Eden mechanics apply, if that's even possible at all. Maybe, oh shit, yeah, let's not do that. And maybe it isn't, I'm not sure, but I'm just trying to see. Okay, that's going to be an asteroid. The trading stations, we've got 2 Polaris trading stations. Interesting. And then those are probably just patrolling vessels. And then we do have 3 asteroids in this system too. So those could be copper and pentaxid, it looks like. Okay. So let's get the right heading for the trading stations. I see a red ship. That doesn't look good. It still could be these guys, though, because, yeah, that's probably what it is. All right, so we need to change our heading and go up this way. So those, I think those two white energy signatures are going to be... Whoa, easy, bud, easy. We gotta be careful. Are going to be the, you know, the two trading stations, I would say. Oh, well, maybe not. This one here is closer, and we are basically on a heading for it. We're close enough anyway, so... I think it would be this energy signature here. A Polaris Hulzen class frigate, it said. Alright, that might be the station directly in front of us. Smuggler Outpost. Oh, there's the Polaris trading station. Gotcha, okay. So we actually want to go this way. So we just discovered the Polaris and the pirate faction. Wait, they didn't shoot at us, did they? I don't think so. I thought I heard a shot. Maybe not. All right, here we are at the station. We'll just kind of park right next to this hangar. What? What the hell just happened? Okay, so the game just crashed for some reason. I don't know why. Let me restart it and hopefully it's still okay. Okay, it put us back here. So let's try and get close to the station again, and hopefully whatever caused that crash doesn't happen again, or we might be in trouble. Okay. Actually, our door's on the other side, isn't it? So... Is that an enemy vessel? It kind of looks that way, doesn't it? You are loaded, right, Mr. Turret? Alright, it doesn't seem to be coming towards us, so hopefully we're okay at the moment. Let's move a little closer to the station. Since we don't have an EVA boost, we can't spacewalk for very long. Okay. Yeah, hopefully that enemy, whatever it is, will stay away from us. And it might not be hostile, but I mean, it's showing up red with an exclamation point, so I'm going to assume it is. And hopefully our turret will deal with it if it does come by. All right, so let's see here. We are... let's hop out of the ship, and boy, I don't have any money, do I? We might have to sell some stuff because I need an EVA boost before we can do anything else. At least we'll have free O2 on the station. So let's hop out of here. Ah, civilization. So good to see everybody after being trapped in hell for a while. Well, maybe not you, infiltrator. Okay, so let's see. What are we doing first? I want to... What's this? Galactic Information Network. Okay. That was enlightening. Oh, shit. No, don't be doing that shit to me. No crash and quit. Not gonna help. Not gonna work. Okay, so can we talk to Interweep? How may I serve you? Heard anything interesting lately? Don't let the Polaris Oppressor's name scare you. It's here for your protection. There's no private alive that doesn't fear the might of the oppressor. Right. Okay. I'm here to shop. Yeah, so what I would like to do is I'd like to buy an EVA boost. And we do have a couple of spare weapons that we can sell. So let's take a look at that. We can sell this shotgun here. Guess that's a spare shotgun too, because we have our T2. We have an extra mechanical drill, I think, that we could sell. We could sell the chainsaw, because we can always make another one of those easily if we need to. Let's go ahead and look in the capital vessel and in the overflow. Okay, we could sell this broken suit of armor. I think we can. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can, yeah. In fact, that alone will probably give us enough to buy the EVA boost. And let's see, we got some assault rifles that we can sell. We can sell the pulse rifle because we have a tier 2 now. And we don't need 3 rifle upgrade kits. Let's keep 1. I'm going to sell the bad drill and keep the good drill. And I think that's all we can sell at the moment. But that should be enough. We got just a tiny bit of money here too. Money carts. All right, so let's go back to here. And sell some stuff to him. So I don't think he buys any of the tier 1 stuff. He will buy a tier 1 pulse rifle, which he would also in vanilla too. So let's sell... Oh, wait, what? Okay, how come I don't have an option to sell that to him? He's got room for 3. I don't think it's a faction issue, is it? Alright, can we sell the rifle upgrade kits? Yes, we can sell those. Oh, maybe... I guess it's the number on the left. That... So apparently he's maxed out on the stock on that or something. I don't know. Not quite sure. But anyway, okay. So he doesn't want the pulse rifle. We can't sell that. He's probably not going to want the shotguns because usually you have to sell those down on the planet. Yeah, I'm not seeing the option for the shotgun. Okay, is that... I guess that's it then. I don't think we can sell anything else to him. Heavy armor is 44,000. Okay. Well, let's go look at the other traders then. Why does this guy have a thingamadoodle over his head? Talk to Trader Commodities, default white goods. I'm here to shop. Okay, so he's like a commodities guy. Gotcha, alright. While we're here, let's just throw these in. I don't remember how much an EVA boost costs, but we should be able to, with the sale of that medium armor, we should be able to buy it. It might be this guy that we can sell the medium to. I'm here to shop. Yes. Okay, so we can sell this broken medium armor to him for 89 to 13. Can we... also sell it to the other guy. And that's going to cost us 3,000. Let's just double check that before we actually do it. Oh, we could buy a laser drill. Ooh, that's tempting. Yeah, we should consider that. Before we do anything, let's go check the Servant Corp guy upstairs, too. Well, hello. And see what the deal is with you. Now, you do the CPU extenders, right? Oh, you do the parts for them. Okay, yeah, right. What about you? Advanced pulse rifle. Okay. Oh, man. You know what? I should have... No, he won't buy it. He won't buy these. Never mind. Okay. We have the broken one down on the planet. I was going to say I should have brought it up here. But I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, he should... He usually has the same stuff as the other guy, but he... Oh, okay. So we can actually sell assault rifles to him. That's good, because you can't actually sell the assault rifles in the default game, in the vanilla game. You know, the tier 1s. So, yeah, let's do that. Awesome. Okay. Very good. It gives us a little more bank. All right, let's check Servant Corp. All right, so yeah, we can sell medium armor to him also for $89.66. He buys a lot of the components too. We can actually sell a texture and color tool. Interesting. And we can buy an advanced... Well, no, we don't need an advanced multi-tool. We need the laser. His EVA booster is 3051, and we can sell for $89.66. Okay, I can't remember what the other guy is, so let's go look again. All right, so we'll get a little bit better price if we sell the medium to the guy up above. And this guy is $1.1 or unit less than the other, because it wasn't the other one 3066. Okay, so let's go sell the armor to the guy upstairs. That guy seems a little agitated. Oh, no, that's 3051. So, yeah, that's going to be cheaper. All right. I think we need this first, because I've got to go out into space to work on the blacklight. So we have to have that. We just have to. There's no way around it. Okay, so that leaves us $87.96. How much was that laser drill again? It's either that or we need to, you know, get some Zascosium alloy. Wonder if we could go down to the planet there. Yeah, we can afford to buy this. All right, we're doing it. Awesome. We finally have the laser drill. Okay, and we still have 2,500 coin left after that even. So... that worked out pretty damn good. We should be able to make the drill charges, so we don't need to buy those from him. So we can't sell the pulse rifle to the guy. We can sell... Oh, does he not buy the mechanical drill? If anyone would buy it, it would be this guy, I would think. Because he's the mining guy, right? Alright, well, hey, if we can go down to... Let me just look at this guy one last time for the drill, because I wasn't paying attention to that. But if we can go down to the planet's trade station, then we can sell those 2 shotguns. Here to shop. Mechanical drill, right there. Oh, we're not going to get very much money for it, but what the hell? We'll sell it. Oh, no, did he... Oh, shoot, he bought the good one and not the bad one. Well, whatever. That's my fault. We'll just repair this one in the repair station. Oh, speaking of which, let's take advantage of this whilst we can. So we want to repair that. Let's repair the pulse rifle, even though we're probably not going to use it anymore. And yeah, so we'll repair those two things. And where is an armor? How is our armor? Yeah, we could see how to repair that. Of course, we have all that stuff on the blacklight, so I guess it's not that big of a deal if we do it now or later. All right, so let's go to the teleport. Hello? Teleport station. And see if we can go down to the planet's trading station and get, your reputation is not good enough. Oh, shit. Okay. Alright, well, so much for that idea. Somebody just bailed off the top. Oh, this game, man. This game. Alright, so, let's head on back down to the lower deck. Oh, we still do need an armor locker to put the EVA boost on, don't we? And we might as well repair this while we're here. What the hell, right? So, we have to go back upstairs for that, I think we do. Let's take a hit of O2 while we're here. You have to... Oh, yeah. We have to be wearing a suit. Right. Gotcha. Repair station's all the way at the top. Doggone it. Not my fault. I didn't push you. Okay, so we got that fully repaired. Pardon me, sir. I don't know why they don't put the damn armor lockers right next to the repair station. Or maybe they did and I missed it. I don't know. Okay, so we'll put this back on. We're going to remove one of the radiations. In fact, we don't even really need that now at all. At least not for cold, which is, I think, going to be our issue. So let's keep these two armors on because they still give us a little bit of radiation. Of course, we do have a radiation boost. I think, didn't we loot a radiation boost in our capital vessel? We have a mobility ammunition controller. Huh. I thought we did, but I guess we didn't. I must be confused. Unless it's in the small vessel. No, I don't see it in there. Okay. No worries. So now we can spacewalk. Good deal. Why don't we use some of our money to buy something to eat other than alien bug steak and eggs? I'm thinking a cheeseburger sounds good. And I'm thinking some ratatouille sounds good. And I'm thinking some dino stew sounds good. Look at all that delicious food. And how about a pizza? Yeah, I think we've earned it, man. We have earned it. A pumpkin cookie. Okay. Excuse me, sir. Personal space. Rude, alien. Okay. Let's take this. And that gets us maxed out, and we'll hang on to the pizza and the burger for later. Okay. All right, guys. I think we have done everything we need to do for the moment, anyways, here in the space station. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back out to our ship. Whoops, I went down too low. And we should be fine on temperature because we can handle up to 301 degrees below zero. So we don't have to worry about cold anymore. Radiation out here is 8.8. Our suit can handle up to 6. So we are going to have to mind radiation. But I did set up a shower in our capital vessel, so we can just deal with that. Of course. Oh, it's because we're in the space station. That's why. I was going to say It's not, the Geiger counter's not going off, but there it goes. Yeah, I actually had a few of the, I had a few of these, the furnishings. So we must have hit it on that ship and I just didn't realize it, but that's fine. So what we did is we set up the shower here, so now we can remove body radiation. And, you know, if absolute worst came to worst, we have the medical station, which we could reset down as one of the things to remove, you know, radiation sickness, that sort of thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we can get our black light spawned in here. All right, let's do another squirt here on the scanner and just double check and make sure that there's no nasty red exclamation point thingamadoodles in our immediate vicinity. I'm not seeing that. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to, let's go to this side of the station. And we're going to level out. Probably right about here. And then what we're going to do is go into the menu. And we're going to bring in this version of the blacklight because it's got the farm plots already in it. All right, so what we got to do first, though, actually, is we have to go into here. We have to type in spawn blueprint to admin spawn it in. And let's click spawn. And boom. There we go. Now, what I'm going to do is go down here and see if we have, where's the controller? Okay, so one thing we're going to have to do, I guess, is probably going to have to spawn in all of the stuff that we had on the ship. Because I had this ship pretty well supplied the last time we used it. Let's go in here and see if the farm is still here. Yep, okay, good. So we got all of our crops. That's good. And we should probably... Okay, we got our NPCs as well. We should probably get some fuel in here quick so we don't lose those crops. So let's go to item menu. And we're going to go to here and we're going to type in fusion cells, except for that's not what they're called now. Here, let's just grab hydrogen fuel cell. Does that work? It probably does, but here, let's just do this. Okay, so that gets some fuel going. Here, we'll trash the rest of this. Okay. Now we can walk. There's Commander Courtney and the bridge crew. Everybody's here. Okay. All right, so there might be a way that I could spawn this in with all of its stuff. I'm trying to remember if that's possible or not. But I don't know. I think what we'll do is here. Actually, here's what we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and log out of here for a second, and I'm gonna log into my vanilla game, and we're gonna take a look and see what the ship has, and then try and just get an approximation of that. I think there might be a way for me to to spawn it in with everything in it, but I don't remember how to do that. And, you guys aren't going to see this episode for probably a week and a half later from the time I'm recording it. So it's not going to do you any good or me any good to have you tell me how to do it. So, yeah, let me start up. I've got to reload the backup save. I've got it on my archive drive. we'll go in, we'll take a look and see what the black light has, and I'll, you know, just kind of get an idea of what we need to replenish. I'm not worried about replenishing every last single thing down to the last item, but, you know, we worked very hard for that stuff, and I don't want to have to, you know, and I shouldn't have to, you know, to re-farm all that stuff up, basically. Okay, so I'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back in my save from my vanilla series, and what I'm gonna do, the way I'm gonna do this is I'm just gonna show you what the ship has, and then I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna screenshot everything, and then go back to our Project Eden game into our newly spawned ship, and then just manually spawn everything back in. I'm not going to show all that on camera because it's going to be a tedious process, but I am going to show you what I currently have, or rather what we left off with, so that when we start up the next episode, you know what we had, what the quantities were. I'm not necessarily going to spawn every single item back in either, just the, you know, the more important stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually start up on this end with the ammo input. And so I'm going to open this up, and then if you're interested, if this really matters to you to see what I have and what I'm bringing back in, you can pause the screen and see what's there. Okay, most of you probably don't give a shit. Some of you probably do. So for those of you who do, that's why I'm doing this. Okay, this is all the ammunition that we had before. So this is all the stuff I'm going to spawn back into Project Eden. This is all of our fuel and O2 input material. So again, pause the screen if you're interested in seeing what the actual quantities are. This is what's in the output. This is what's in the input of the ore, wood, and main input for the whole ship. So you can see we've got, you know, some pretty valuable stuff in here in pretty decent quantities. This is the output. Okay. Do I have anything in here in the camo miner? Let's take a look. Camo miner. We have 350 15 mil bullets. So honestly, I'm not really too terribly worried about that. What about in the swamp cruiser? This is called the swamp cruiser because we did that season on a swamp planet. Okay, yeah, we have some pretty decent stuff in here. It's probably worth bringing back in. Nothing in the fridge. Okay. In these extra crates, I've got some additional ammunition that we'll bring back. Oh, Staff of Guidance. Yeah, that was from the quest. And then in here we have some extra weaponry. One of the things, too, that I don't know if I already mentioned this to you or not, but everything that's currently in my inventory and on my toolbar, I'm not going to bring that stuff back in because presumably when the Xerax captured us, they took all of our weapons and all of our shit away. And, you know, when we started the Rogue Planet scenario, we didn't have anything on us. So all of this is lost forever, which kind of sucks because we have some nice epic weapons here. But I do have a couple epic pistols, an EMP pulse rifle that's pretty much shot, so we can't repair it, and an epic assault rifle. So all of this stuff I will bring back in because it was on the ship. And then we have some additional implements there too, railguns, that sort of thing. Okay. And I think that's it for down below. Let's look at something real quick. So if we go to the black light, the only other thing, yeah, we looked at the ammo overflow 2. Oh, okay, so we have this overflow as well. And that stuff will be worth bringing back in. Overflow 3 has only one artillery rocket in it. Oh, this is what we have in armor and boosters. Okay. Captain's closet doesn't have anything. Drop-off controller. First officer's closet doesn't have anything. Hand weapons and kits, we already looked at that. I'm not going to bring back these things because those were just quest items. We've looked at the heavy weapons. Miscellaneous doesn't... Oh, yeah, Staff of Guidance, not worried about that. Repair station doesn't have anything in it. Okay. Yeah, so we didn't look at the food input, so that's what's in the food input. And then the food output is what I'm actually more concerned with, which is fridge too, especially these 59 rations that we have. So that's what we had in food. So we'll spawn that back in. Medical fridge. This is all the stuff that we had in the medical fridge. Okay. In addition to that, we have some stuff in the Stingray. This is our smaller small vessel. So I'll bring that stuff back in. And then we also have some stuff in the Jade Jet, which is our large small vessel up at the top bay. Okay. So I think that covers everything that we're going to spawn back in. And here again, I'm not necessarily going to spawn every single last item in down to the last, plant fiber kind of thing. But, we'll probably bring most of it back in, especially the more valuable stuff for sure. And then, then we'll go from there. Okay, guys. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, we're going to go back into the Project Eden game to save. And I'm just going to bring up the creative menu, and I'm just going to spawn back in, roughly the equivalent of all this stuff. So we're more or less, picking back up where we left off at the end of season 1. And, if there is, I'm not sure if there's a way. I know there used to be a way in older versions of Empyrion where you could do a little tweak in the files and you could actually spawn in ships and bases with all of the stuff inside of it. And then I think in one of the, Alpha 9, 10, 11, somewhere along that, they changed the file structure of the game and you could no longer do it, at least not that way. So if there is a way that you can spawn a ship, or a base into a game with all of its inventory, I would very much like to know that. The problem, though, is that you guys aren't going to see this video, for probably about another week and a half from the time that I'm recording it. So, go ahead and tell me in the comments if there is a way to do it, but obviously I'm not going to see that in time, and, I'm not going to hold up the series for a week and a half until I can find the answer. What I might do is maybe do a little bit of quick research after I let you guys go and see if I can figure it out. And if there is a way to do it, then of course I'll show that to you in the next episode. But otherwise, we'll have to do it the hard way and we'll have to just spawn everything back in. All right, guys. One last thing. In the next episode, we'll also, kind of get back a little bit into the role play where, we reunite with the Blacklight and with Commander Courtney. It's not going to be anything substantial, just a little bit of fun role play stuff. But in this episode, we kind of had to do the quote unquote real life stuff, the logistical stuff to get the ship back in and ready to go. The final thing, I know I already said it was the final thing, but I keep thinking of other stuff. The other thing is that, the whole CPU system in Reforged works differently than it does in vanilla. So we might have to make some modifications to that to get things to work. So we'll figure that out too. All right, now I'm done. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, share the video, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Goodbye.